Welcome to the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. With the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Ohio State's offense will start this game off. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame you can really utilize.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the run. Nice move to keep moving. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits.
2nd and short. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. If he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some...
Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Now 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Allard. Gets open down the middle. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
The Bobcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A low line drive and short kick. He was able to get that ball up to
their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted.
He never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
gets rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up.
Receivers running routes and maybe get somebody open.
Looking to throw, it's Allard. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. Relentless, tough, picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now they'll run the draw. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped a gain of 6. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He'll throw on 3rd down. They're setting up the screen. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
From the gun on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. 39, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires downfield. He's got it. And perhaps not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball. Same possession. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a little bit short. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Up before halftime. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
One more on the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll line up for a second down play.
42 Spider. 4-2
He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hunter. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. It's complete on the right side. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bobcats.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire